Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back. So tonight I am basically just showing you what is in my makeup bag, and I thought I've actually thought up this idea before, but I actually thought it would be a really good idea to just kind of show you guys what I keep in my makeup bag, because a lot of what I talk about is like skincare and anti-aging and stuff like that. Not so much lately, but in the past I have talked about that a lot. So this is my makeup bag, and these are all the things I keep inside of it. So, I like to have a nice big, not super huge, but big enough makeup bag, and I usually have to get a new one twice a year maybe. So, basically, everything that I use in this bag is kind of like, um, it's not necessarily all completely natural stuff. Some of it is not entirely natural. I try to go natural as much as possible and try to go chemical free and non-GMO and all that kind of thing. But I also try to look for products that are easy to access and also going to be affordable. So anyways, so one of my favorites is this mascara right here. This is Ico London. And this stuff right here, it's almost like fake lashes. Like, this is way better than some of like the fiber mascara that I've tried in the past. And this one is really, really very high quality, completely all natural, very clean ingredients. This one is more on the higher end of what I like to pay. And I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. I want to say it was like just over 20 bucks, but normally I would not spend quite that much on a mascara. However, this one is, it does last literally forever, and it has already, and there's still tons of it left. So this is one of those products that like you can get an exceptional amount of use out of. So I use two different types of mascara, and the next type of mascara that I use is this one right here, which is Physicians Formula. This is Rose All Day, or Rose All Day. Yeah, Rose All Day mascara, Physicians Formula. So Physicians Formula is probably the main number one brand that I will use, just because I feel like the price is the best for what you get and the cleaner ingredients. It's not perfect, but it is pretty clean. So I use both of these mascaras. Typically I will use this one first, this one second, but it really doesn't matter. So I like to add in the lashes like at the end, and I love doing my lashes pretty big. So this is just an Artistry Studio palette. It's just eyeshadow and blush. This is from Artistry, which is Amway. So as you can see, I've used a ton of this, and I've actually had this for a very long time. I'm actually coming up on needing to throw it out because it's getting so, it's getting older, and you're supposed to throw out eyeshadows and blushes after about a year. So I haven't had this for a year, but I would say I've probably had this for a good 9 or 10 months. So that's pretty good considering. And this was a fairly decent price. It was a little bit more than what I wanted to pay, but considering how much I've used it, I'm not complaining. So next, I have Physicians Formula Lip Balm slash blush, and I've used a lot of this as well. I've had this for probably about 5 or 6 months, and I still have quite a bit of use out of it left to go. So I really like the colors, but it's really cool that, you know, you can do the blush and the lip balm all in one. So Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. I don't use SPF on my skin. I know that's controversial. A lot of people will be like, oh my gosh. But as you can see, I still look pretty young, and I'm 31. So I think there are different, some people, you know, do better with SPF. I do better with soaking in the actual sun. But anyways, this does not have SPF. So Butter Believe It foundation and concealer. And so what I like about this is it's foundation and concealer. So instead of having to use both, you just have one, and I prefer it that way. So this I absolutely love. Also, this has lasted me 6 months, and it's almost gone. So, and this was not really that expensive, maybe 10, 12 bucks. Okay. So I usually keep some essential oils. This one right here is just like a calming sleep, but that one's almost out, and I keep that in my makeup bag as well because I like to use essentials when I'm doing my skincare routine in the mornings, the afternoon, and at night. So next I have Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Loose Powder. This I've also had for 6 months. This one actually does have a little bit of SPF, but this particular product has the titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and so that's a heck of a lot better than what goes into a lot of other makeup and skincare products that contain SPF, because that's a whole nother issue on the sunscreen, and I will do a separate video on that and talk more about sunscreen and what you should and should not use, which I think I actually have done a video in the past, like many eons ago, but I'll do one about makeup. So again, Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Powder, and this stuff lasts forever. It comes with like this little, this thing right here, kind of like, which helps. So I use that a little bit, and then I'll just use like a blush brush to kind of, you know, get it all out and onto the skin smoothly. So nail polish, this one is Essie. Essie is usually the #1 brand I will use. I also will use OPI, although it's not my favorite. And I will use Zoya and a couple of other similar brands that you can get that are easily accessible but yet lack the chemicals, lack so many of the harmful chemicals that are in a lot of mainstream, you know, drugstore nail polish brands. This is Essie as well, and I'm actually about to throw this one away because it's almost out. So I go through about 1 bottle a month, and I will just keep using the same color until it runs out, and then I switch colors like every month. So usually I'd say it's about 4 to 5 weeks, depending on how big the bottle is. So this is Physicians Formula Organic Wear Tinted Lip Treatment. This one I don't use a lot of, but I have it in case I need it. And so this is just the color. But I do have that as well, even though I don't really use that much. I do keep tampons, just in case, you never know. Organic tampons, of course. So this is Lancome Advanced Genifique. I don't even know how you pronounce this, but the only reason why I got this is because I got a sample. Somebody gave me a sample of this stuff, and this is not completely natural, but I used it and I saw like that it was helping. So yeah, been using this like in the mornings particularly, and then I also use our BioRain serum as well. That is CBD infused. So I keep whitening strips. These are Cali White, and these are just like hydrogen peroxide coconut oil flavor. These are natural. They don't have anything artificial in them, which is important to look for when you're doing your whitening strips. So makeup brushes, I just have Eco Tools, which I ordered these from Amazon. I think you can get them at Walmart, Target. So this I will use for like regular eyeshadow that I just kind of put like broadly over the main lid. This one I use for like whenever I'm doing my, you know, crease, contour, whatever you want to call it. And then up here, of course, if I'm doing like a lighter shimmer color. And then of course I have my powder and blush brush. So let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah. And then of course I have my Refresh Tears Artificial Tears, because I had LASIK eye surgery last year and I have to use these every day. Because when you get LASIK eye surgery, you tend to deal with dry eyes pretty much indefinitely. So that is one downside, but I still think it's so worth it. So lastly, in this pouch right here, I keep the last of it. So I keep a little bit of glitter, because I do like to use a little bit of glitter when I do my makeup. Then this is, what is this? Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix. That's an older little like concealer foundation. This is almost out, so I need to throw that away. But I'll use a little bit of that like if I have some blemishes. Concrete Minerals. This is expensive for an eyeshadow in my opinion. I think I paid about $25 for this. However, this is something that will last literally forever. But again, you should always throw out this stuff after about a year or so, just because it can develop bacteria and things. So, but I do love the color. It's all natural. Okay, we are almost done. This blush I really like. It's Palladio Baked Blush. So it is botanical and vitamin infused, and it is my favorite blush right now. So I keep a couple of crystals because I rub and massage my face with crystals whenever I do my makeup, just kind of like part of the routine. I have some Basic Instinct perfume, which I only use when I'm around my boyfriend, but this is kind of like an eyebrow pencil. This is CoverGirl, just eyebrow pencil crayon. That one's brown. I just use a little bit of that on my eyebrows. And let's see, but for my eyebrows, I actually use something that I set by my bathroom sink, and I put like a little bit of a henna powder with a cotton swab, and I do that morning and night. So that's what I do for my eyebrows. I don't do a whole lot for them otherwise. And then lastly is just like some basic black eyeliner. This is CoverGirl as well. I do use a little bit, not much. I'm not really big on eyeliner because it wears off super, super quick and I don't like it. So anyways, guys, so that's all for what's in my makeup bag. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.